Okay, so our minds are ready, our bellies are full. But most importantly, the texture of our mind we have been working throughout the morning. And now we can get onto the work, into the exercises that we have. So, detrimental to our happiness, there are a few elements that are happening within that prevent us from getting it. So actually I have good news. Actually we don't have so much enemies. There are not so many inner enemies. We can summarize them into three only. 3 roots only. And my teacher used to say it. One says, no, I don't want. No, don't. And the other one says, I want. And the other one, I don't know if I want or if I don't want. So one is aversion, the one that feels more unpleasant to our mind, and it dries it, it makes it hard. And the other one is desire. So anybody, as we were eating right now, please take a look into the monitor. Can see everybody? So anybody felt something similar to this? When we saw all the dishes, what did we have today? With what did you feel this? I start with hummus. What else? What made you make the mind like, What was it? Huh? Coffee. What else? Coffee also. Cookies. Who was also cookie team? Who is cookie team? Yeah, cookie team. What else? What else made our mind like reach out? Oh, so good. Somebody brought this thing. And then the mind, olives also olive team. Anyway, our mind does this thing that wants to reach, and it brings the message that we need something. It is not enough, so we need something. There is another one also that arises in our minds. You let me know if it happens from time to time, and it is this one. Everything, I hope is not inappropriate, but I have heard the expression, everything sucks, isn't it? Everything sucks. So everything, and sometimes it gets in our culture, it's kind of happens naturally, or sometimes we encounter somebody very negative, pessimism, and whenever we put the pessimism glasses, whatever we see, it's felt unpleasant. One time, I was a long time ago when I was young. I was staying there, and the mind was very pessimistic, and a friend came and told me, hey, how are you? And immediately immediately the mind kind of fighting mode. And actually, even love, when the mind is pessimistic or negative, even love, even kindness is perceived as a threat. We are angry or pessimistic, we turn and somebody passes, smiles. What are you smiling at? What just been? So are you laughing of me or what? So immediately we know. Anybody here who has at least once in your lifetime experienced this mental state? So, my ladies and gentlemen, I think we can say it is unanimously, we can say yes, these two things. There is another one which is related to this one, and the moon is shining, the starry night is there, everything is actually good. But the mind inside, we have a storm within. Anybody who has had everything outside was bright. We had food, we have house, we have family, we all the conditions, but inside, somehow this mind decided to be cloudy and rainy. How you call? Stumped, like mushy when the water is there. How you call? There is a word. Swamp. It's like everything. Anybody who has felt that in your life before? It feels good to be part of the club. Welcome to the club. So here they are, the enemies of and the other one is I don't know. If we are angry and we don't know, very dangerous, isn't it? The house is on fire, but I don't know. I'm still playing with the phone, but the house is on fire and the house is burning. Or there is desire and attachment. There is a longing. There is craving. There is obsession. Sometimes attachment tends to that thing. So actually, my dear family, there are not too many. There are only 3 roots. They have many cousins and branches. But there is the root of desire, I want. The desire of I don't want, rejection, non-acceptance. And the other one is I don't know. But in the first 2, did you notice? And we know, one word is repeated. Which one it is? I and want. I, who wants? Me. Who don't want? Me. who want or don't want is actually, we can simplify. That's why the Buddha in the second noble truth spoke only about ignorance and tanha, or desire, as the root of the problem. So if we want to win a battle, we must know our enemies very well. We must know them, how they behave. Now, I imagine the footballers for the World Cup, before having a match, I am sure they are looking a lot of videos of their not enemies, but of their, how you say, opponents. Thank you so much. So the opponents are looking, oh, look, this one likes to go this way. Oh, this one likes to go that way. They generally jump in this way, dun, 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 dun. So we need to know them very well if we want to conquer the inner enemies. Unfortunately, my dear family, bad news. They live already inside of us. Outside, things are just changing, but this is our reaction to what happened outside, the problem. Can we control the external conditions? Nope. Can we control what other people say or do? But we can indeed control what's happening inside. So yes, this kind of self-responsibility that we take, yes, I cannot control what other people say or do, or the choices, or the movements of the economy, or the political decisions. Very often we cannot change it, but we can what's happening inside, and that's actually a responsibility. So in order to know these enemies better, we will start looking, what are they? So desire and attachment obsesses with what we don't have, isn't it? Do you desire something that you already have? That's called attachment. So here comes, desire turns into attachment. So let's say this is a bowl of hummus. And then I go to the Walmart and there is a bowl of hummus, and then look at the hummus, oh, very nice. Then I want to get. If I open this thing inside the Walmart, you think they will, and I start eating it inside. I haven't gone out. What do you think will happen? I'm eating it inside. There is the food alley, and I start to eating inside. What do you think will happen? Security will come. What they will say? Hey, what are you doing there? Why I cannot eat the hummus yet? Huh? Because I haven't paid for it. Okay, then okay, it's not mine yet. Nah? Inside the shop, it's not mine yet. Then I go, ting, 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 walking. Bante, can you please hold this a little bit? Just a little bit. Yeah, we need to. So I come to the counter, and then here we go. And then as soon as we pass it, the teet, immediately, now what happened to this? From desire, can I, if I did the teeth like this already with the credit card, can I eat this thing? And if it is there, and the boy, thank you, Bante, thank you so much, thank you. And if the boy or the gentleman or whoever is helping to put the things into the bag takes that hummus, what would I say? No, don't take my hummus, ne? Now it's mine because of a simple tit. So here is desire, tit. Now it's attachment. That's how it changes so quickly. We just need a tit for desire to turn into attachment. So here we come, Bante, bring it. Desire. I want it, not mine yet, not mine, tit. Now my precious, mine. Attachment. Don't touch it, don't eat it. It is mine. So what made the difference between desire and attachment? The mind. Before was not mine, I only desire it, but then when it's mine, I don't want it to change. I don't want it to perish. I don't want it to be taken, robbed, broken, etc., etc. So simple. The mind changes from attachment to desires. And yes, desire and attachment obsesses with what we don't have. It's searching for it, and how many hours or days in our life we have spent wanting something or searching for something. That doesn't mean that we don't pursue our well-being physically for us and for our family, but how much our mind has obsessed with something, researching on Amazon, okay, now let me check in on Alibaba, okay, now let me check in the other one, and the mind is wanting, etc. So that's what attachment does. Our mind can ever be satisfied if it is always thirsty. That's how it is described, like an eternal thirst, inner thirst. Although we have everything and more than enough, isn't that pitiful? Our mind cannot be settled. Our mind is always searching, thirsty. And as we have seen in ourselves and in others, even when we have a lot, the mind still wants something else. Dangerous enemy. Here comes the other one. The other one is pessimism, aversion, and pessimism and aversion obsesses with what is going wrong or what could be go wrong. Even worse, that is madness. I'm already fearing and worrying, anxious about something that may never come. Question, anybody here, have you ever experienced some degree of fear or anxiety in your life in the past? Raise your hand. Welcome to the club, all of us, my dear family. From all that you have feared in your life, please tell me the percentage of things that became true. Think about it. You feared many things and felt anxiety for many things. I have done it in my bed. It is smelling very good, clean, dry, and I've experienced fear in the bed. Just waking up and anxiety. From all the fear and anxiety that you have ever experienced in your life, please tell me a percentage. How much did it become true? 5%, 1%, 0. Some people are saying null, nothing. 5, 1%, 0. I think we can all agree that is a very small percentage. Even the 5, we have 95 ladies, my dear family, ladies and gentlemen, and all of them and they. It is a fact. Fear is a liar. It is proven right now by the facts. Fear is a liar. How many times has it tortured you, making you believe and feel something that never was? Now the question is, why do we pay attention to a liar if we already know? Now we know. So next time that fear arises, we can put it on display. I see you, darling. How would you treat a liar? If we all have a friend that is a liar, how would we treat the person? Keep it at bay. We won't be rude. We don't need to be rude to a liar. It's just a person. But what would he do? He will say something. I understand. I have a phrase that I got from a movie that it really works, and what I tell to the mind, it really works. In that movie, two of the characters are fighting like this, and one stops, and then it tells to the other one, I understand your concern, and your comments are valuable, but I have decided to ignore them. Please learn that one. So whenever anxiety or fear, we know is a liar. So please learn it. Shall we practice one time? I understand your concern and your comments are valuable, but I have decided to ignore them. Oh, let's do it. Straight up your spine, gather your strength, and we will talk and put that liar on its place. 1, 2, 3. I understand your concern and your comments are valuable, but I have decided to ignore them. How does it feel? Very good. So we know an aversion is focusing into what's going wrong, but actually not everything is going wrong. Do we have a house? Since when have you had house? We had food today, isn't it? Even monks, that we have no money or can't buy anything or cook anything. Have you had food today? Since when have you had food? Clothing? Family? Friends? Teaching? My dear family, this mind needs to be adjusted. We are believing lies and imagination. No one can take care of our mind, but now we know. I see you. And worse still, when we project negativity, everything is gonna go wrong. Really? Has everything gone wrong in our lives? The point is made. The good news now is that there is only a single practice that can disconnect, or how you say, unplug both of them, even kill them. Unfortunately, that practice is devalued in our culture. it is very often overlooked and taken for granted. That simple practice, when done consciously and systematically, can literally kill both of those enemies. That simple practice is called gratitude. Why? Because gratitude sees what we do have, isn't it? I feel grateful for what do you feel grateful? It's already there. Look. And gratitude also sees what is going right, isn't it? We have a home. So far, we live in a peaceful country. We are not persecuted by practicing Buddhist practices. There are places who you cannot say. I lived in my own life, I've lived in places where it is better that your practices, you keep them to yourself. Gratitude has the power to come and by showing the facts, show to our mind, darling, you are wrong. No problem. Being wrong, no problem. Mind, darling, you're wrong. Not true. You believe in fantasies. So, as a matter of justice, we will do now an exercise, a conscious exercise. If you have the list of the things you are grateful for already, very good. You will refill it. But if you haven't, what a wonderful day is today. So now the next step for this exercise, which is very important, look at the implications that this can have. We will make a list of the things for which I feel gratitude. And you go as detailed as possible, starting that there is a planet floating in the cosmos that has oxygen and water. Let's start with that one. I have a place to live, food, clothing. We can see, we are not blind. May all the people who cannot see be blessed, and our support will be with them. We can hear, we can walk, happen in whichever way. We are not living on a wheelchair. May all the people who needs to live in a wheelchair be well, and our support and heart goes to them. We have had an education, etc. This mind works. There are many beings who their mind don't work properly. And be better still, this mind works and wants to cultivate. Came today. I want to grow still. We could have spent the day in the living room playing with the phone, or another evening like that, or looking at football, but we chose to be here. So this mind likes to contemplate. So without further ado, they will now help us, please, in the corner, on the edge. There are many, paper, notebooks and pens. Yes, so please pass everybody. Make your list as detailed as possible. I feel gratitude for, and whoever, there are 2 members in this hall that came already to one retreat in Taos. So please refill. It was like 1 or 2 days since then. Please refill it. And one more question for you is, what does this practice have done throughout this year or 2 years? So please feel free. If you have a notebook, do it in your notebook. Paper and pens are coming here. Who needs? Raise your hand. Yes. Go as detailed as possible. Let's rejoice in our blessings. I feel grateful for, and fill it in. What are you grateful for when you were a child? To whom? For what? When we were a teenager, who? An adult? Very good to see the list growing and growing and growing. If you need another notebook, let us know. We have more. Good. Practicing gratitude is recognizing the kindness of others, their generosity. Their love. Yep. They did it voluntarily. After remembering this, how is your body feeling? Some faces are starting to change. Smiles are starting to come up. Some hands are in the heart. What does this simple practice does to your body and mind? Let's be conscious. To uncover more treasures, we can think in this way. What blessings surround my life? I am blessed because ... I am grateful for, and it's great happiness over here to see how the lists are growing. How do you feel, the body and the mind, by remembering these facts? It's just facts, isn't it? I am sure more things will continue to come, and you will keep this list. If you remember something right now, write it. But some of you have stopped already, so I would like to start touching base. Would you like to share two things? How does this simple exercise make you feel, the mind and the body? And what did you found that caught your attention that maybe long time you don't remember? And what happened in your mind? Let's touch base as a family. So please, and you can, whoever, or the other person, can continue writing. Go ahead. We start just getting some information. So, yes. A sense of ease. That's what comes in the mind, in the body and mind. Gratitude for the breath we take, for every breath. Yeah. Someone else, what caught your attention? What happened? Yes.
One thing that surprised me that I haven't thought about in a long time is that I haven't always gotten what I wanted.
Yes.
Sometimes getting what I wanted was wrong.
Yeah. So you are grateful for all the learning we got when we didn't got what we wanted. But the learning stayed. Very good. What else have you found? Did you found what caught your attention? Yes. Two here, over here, two. Yes. On this side, please raise your hand so we already know, and we pass. Yes.
Testing. Hello. It was interesting. One of my practices. Is it off now again?
Yeah. Now.
I've been doing a daily gratitude practice, but sometimes I feel
monotonous. Yeah.
If I focus on what's happening each day.
Yeah.
Was I grateful today for something? But even just today, looking back, and you asked the question, things that surround my life.
Yeah.
The flourish,
more. A pleasure. As I said, practicing gratitude is recognizing the kindness of others. So actually it's honoring them. And when we say thank you, actually we are trying to give back. Generally, I don't know, I think it's normal in every culture. When we say thank you, we generally humble ourselves. Thank you so much. Thank you for what you did. I want to, and whenever it's time, I will return. So all this starts to flourish in our minds. Thank you. Yes, looking at our blessings. We have here two more. Yes.
Dogs.
Huh?
Dogs.
Dogs. We're grateful for. Who else wrote your dogs in your list? Oh, many. Or cats, dogs or cats, pets in general. Yes, many pets. Who in your list? Who has your parents in your list? Raise your hands. Oh, that's unanimous, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Who wrote your children in your list? I'm sure your children are there. Yes. So, please.
There just was this incredible sense of abundance.
Yes,
My
suddenly.
list just kept going and going and going.
Yes, and it will
So-
continue. Keep this list in the pocket, and let's do it. Eventually, when you finish, I will highly encourage it to make it on the phone. Then get the things that are the most beneficial, or the ones that strike our mind the most, and put them on top. Eventually, when we find our mind criticizing, grumpy, victimizing, or complaining, bring that list out. We will see how we're going to use this valuable information. Anybody wrote here some fictitious things, or is only factual what you wrote? Only facts, isn't it? Since when? Now the bomb is even bigger. So the sense of fortune. What was the word you say? The abundance. Actually, when our mind is focusing in what we are lacking, yes, that's what it chose to focus. At the same time, my dear family, safety belts. Every time that we have feel poor within, miserable within, all these blessings were there all along, don't they? It's a matter of vision. It's a matter of perspective. What do we choose to focus on? Because this has been all of our lives there, isn't it? Very good to know. Now we know. Now we can start holding the horse by the reins. We start holding the wild one, so we can train it. And then, please, you were about to say something else?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Who else?
Well, I
Yes.
did put something.
Yes.
I don't want to say if it's fictitious or not. But one thing I'm grateful for is the belief in devas.
You believe in devas. Who else have devas in your list? Yes, there are a few. Deva team. Yes, please. Here in the back, and also here we have 2 more hands. Yes. What caught your attention? How do you feel? What change made in your body and mind this simple practice? Yes.
I was surprised by something that came out on my list, which was I was grateful for the mistakes and wounds that showed me my blind spots. Yes. That was mentioned by the Buddha to have somebody or an experience who show us where we can improve is a treasure indeed. That's how we learn and grow. So yes, thank you to all the experiences we have had. Here we have, yes. Safety and security that we have, isn't it? And we have had for long, otherwise we wouldn't be here in the first place. Yes.
Grateful for the Dharma path, the fruit of the path, and beings who show us how that manifests.
Oh, grateful for the Dhamma, grateful for our teachers. Oh, it's something. Who has your teachers in your list? Oh, of course, all of us. Sadhu. Grateful for the Dhamma. Yes. Here it is, the microphone. Yes.
Thank you. For me, it was like all the positive, but I also connect person who said like the mistakes, like the flaws in my life.
Yes.
Also, I found a lot of appreciation for my monkey mind and dissociation because
Yes.
it saved me from so many moments in my life. Those unhealthy coping skills that thankfully now I am aware.
Now
Yes.
we can choose if they are useful. How much useful? Is there something better? Then we improve it. We can train the monkey.
Yes, awareness.
Yes, please, here. And also somebody, two more hands we have on this side. Yes. Wonderful. How do we feel to hear the experience of others? Mudita, dung, 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 dung. Mudita. Yes, please.
I'm grateful for my doctors and my medication.
Right.
And my health insurance.
Right.
And that if I didn't have access to modern medicine, I think I would probably not be alive.
To all the scientists who have worked in the back, who wrote your doctors or whoever has healed us in the past? Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Yes, we have 3 more hands here, and then we will move forward. Yes, who raised the hand on this side? Somebody we have here? Two hands, I think. Somebody else on this side? Yes. Yeah. Same thing. Sadhu for the toothbrush. Ding. Yes.
I was trying to remember who convinced the Buddha that he should teach.
Yes. Whoever asked the Buddha to teach, there are people with little Bante, there are people with little dust in their eyes. Please teach the Dhamma. Dung. And then the Buddha decided to live. And also, if imagine all our teachers and the Sangha who has kept all these teachings alive, 2,500 years later, we can benefit from it. It's alive. These ropes have not been cut since then. How precious. Agree. Yes.
The miraculous nature of the ordinary.
The miraculous nature of the ordinary. Thank you. An open mind can see blessings, can find blessings in the most ordinary things. May our mind be as sensitive.
For the transformation of greed into generosity.
For the transformation and cultivation of our minds, from greed to generosity, from hatred and grudges to openness, acceptance, and eventually, when the conditions are right, even love. Even love. From ignorance to wisdom. Yes. My dear family, who here sometime has, it is difficult for you to fall asleep? Raise your hand. Like you have, how you call that? Insomnia? Either insomnia or there's another one that you cannot go fall asleep. Well, there is a little trick. The first use that we will use this list, I will recommend you this. If we had a two-day retreat, we could prove. But anyway, you can send us a note. I will invite you tonight. You have now is in your pocket. It is yours and it is true. I will invite you tonight. Before you go to bed, read that list twice. I would love to hear what kind of dreams did you had. What can we do? Check your body. How is your mind? Just to remember facts. Imagine how healthy that can be moving forward. The mind highly influences the state of the body. They are connected. Imagine if we keep this alive. And I think we must. Why? As an act of justice. And now we will take this moment. You know who is in your list. I'm sure your parents are there. I'm sure your children are there. Your pets are there. Many of your friends and teachers are there. Let's remember all of them right now. And we will take this moment with all our integrity and the mental stability that we have developed since the morning until now. Papa, mama, teachers, family, friends. How many persons are in your list that we don't even know and will never know? The engineer who works for us to have water at home or electricity or to have a phone and connection. There is somebody working for that. To have streets. To all of these beings, with all our respect and appreciation, please keep them in your mind. We honor your kindness. We honor your generosity. We honor your goodness with all our hearts. Thank you very much. May you be healthy. May you be at peace with life. Whenever I am able, and if I can, you count with my support. It will be a delight, and we are ready. To all our benefactors, please remember the person who brought you to the Dhamma. I remember my teacher, our friends, people who inspire us in our life. May they be well. And something very important, and an important step in the work we are doing, there is another fact. All those who are our benefactors, have helped us in the past, did it willfully, isn't it? Voluntarily. No one forced them to do what they did for you. There is a simple detail over there, and we must also put it into the table. They did good to us because they deem us worthy. It is a fact. Our minds can even resist, but they were generous to us because they loved us. The fact of their love is written now in front of you. Their fact of their trust, appreciation for you, it is there. Yes, my dear family, let's hold it for a little while. It was a voluntary act, and they deemed us worthy. That's why they did it. We celebrate. Let the body appreciate it, sink in it. Yes. We are cared, we have been respected, and we have been loved. How does that fact make you feel? If we forget this and allow common life to obscure this treasure, we cannot. May these blessings continue alive, and the only way will be to remember to practice this. The facts are in. May all the people who have been generous and kind to us in the past be well, especially those who have passed away. May their journey continue with the best conditions. We will see again, and we will be ready. The heart has always carried this abundance. Happiness is not ahead, is one step aside of the rush of the world, just aside. It has been here all over. I take the determination for the first time. The next time that I catch this mind complaining, criticizing, judging, making a tantrum, negative or pessimistic, I will bring out my phone and I will remember the facts. Darling, I'm sorry, you are wrong. For the second time, I take the determination. The next time I find this mind with inner poverty or misery, imagined misery, fear or anxiety, I will bring this list back up, show the facts and say, darling, you are wrong. It's not true that I don't have. It's not true that everything is going wrong. And for the third time. The next time I find this mind with an attitude of a loss, I will bring the fact up. I will come back. I am very happy we are doing this together. An act of justice. Mind, please remember, your calculations often are incomplete. We can slowly open your eyes. If you have them closed, turn towards the front. Meditation just morphs. Is everybody okay? How are you? If you can put how you feel in one word, think about it, 1 or 2 words. Please, let's rejoice in whatever I am seeing, but I don't know what it is, but it looks very good. Yes. Happy. Happy. Period. Ecstasis. Yes. Peaceful. What else? Inspired. Grateful. Touched. Held in love by the truth, by the facts, by the power of this truth. What else? Uplifted. Optimistic. Optimistic. In the midst of this world. Just a very little shift. Zit. Zit. And the mind suddenly, hope. Unbound. And bound. So we know who are the enemies of this. Fortunately, now we have all that is required to show them. We don't need to fight them. Darling, you are wrong, no problem. I see you, but you are wrong. So, if this, I hope this, I think we have more opportunities and possibilities for this to change into ding, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody. Yes, my dear family, let's breathe in and breathe out with satisfaction. Put everything together one more time. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Let's breathe in and breathe out. There is one more step to be taken, and it will get even better, but it's a little bit tricky. So, shall we go forward? Yes. Shall we go forward? Yes. Okay. Do we need to have a little standing metta, karuna, mudita, upeka thing, or are we okay? Are we okay? Continue. The flow is good. The flow is very good. The heart is warm, and it's just... So, now... Here comes the next part, which is maybe the one that is, for my view, the most important, one that our world needs urgently, especially our youth, teenagers, young, and everybody, I think is necessary. So, shall we go? Next, everybody, okay? Breathe in. One more time. Good. One more time. Yes. So, as I was mentioning right now, let's shake the body a little bit. And we will explore one way of breathing. You know the warrior breath, the warrior breathing? Do you know the warrior breathing? No? Okay. It's simple. You will just breathe, and when we exhale, we do like this. You know, like the the New Zealand one. I cannot do much, but anyway, you know that one, like this. Like really, like. So okay, breathe in. Oh yeah, good, good, good. Now we need to work in the rhythm. We go. One more time. We breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Shall we do one more? Shall we do one more? Feel your body, feel your mind. Let's breathe in. One more time. And Seattle, yes. Very good. Very good. One more time. Last one. Well, breathe in. And good one. Very good. Very good. So now that we have the mind sharp, the presence, I feel the head, I feel the back of the head, I feel the brain, the eyes, the mouth, the tongue, the teeth, the throat, the chest, the heart and lungs, the arms and hands, and I relax. Feel the stomach, intestines, liver, kidneys, bladder, and bones, hips, legs, and feet. The mind is here. So, one thing is very important. You have your list right now. So I asked before, are your parents in your list? And I think all of us raised our hand. Are your children in your list? And I think most of the ones who have children, you raise your hand. I want to just point to something. If your parents were here, they said, okay, let's go to the retreat, Clear Mountain Retreat. If your parents were here, I am sure that in their list, your name will be there. How does that fact make you feel? Hold it, hold it. I am sure that if your children were taking this workshop or retreat today, I swear and I bet that your name is in their lists. In the same way that you feel the cherishness of this moment, the gratitude that you feel, they feel it for you. How does that fact make you feel? We monks, we depend on the kindness of others. Our life is the attestment that someone is being kind and generous. That's why we are literally alive. We have spent more than a decade without the ability to buy things or cook for ourselves. Our lives is the proof that human kindness exists. And in my list, and I am sure in the list of all the monastics here, your name is in our list and one of the top. Just the people who support us to be alive only. How does that fact make you feel? I'm sure you are in the list of many of your friends in the same way that you just easily did it. Isn't it? This practice, unfortunately, is not very commonly practiced, or at least I didn't practice it much when I was training or in other retreats as a layperson. But the Buddha, we are not inventing anything. Actually, it's a practice that the Buddha prescribed. This practice is called Silanusati, to recognize the good we are also doing. It is the other side of gratitude. Not just why am I grateful, but why are people grateful for my words in the past, for my actions in the past, for the generosity I have performed, small or big, in the past. How does that make you feel? And the Buddha always wanted to have the account in the table clear and clean. Sila means our good behavior. Anu means repeatedly. Sati means mindfulness. Continuous mindfulness or contemplation over our kindness, over our good behavior. I will just throw a few questions. Have you ever been generous in one way or another in your life? I'm sure today you did it. We are alive. Have you helped someone in your life? Even an unknown person that you found on the street? I'm sure people is coming into your mind right now. Have you fed someone in your life? Offered food or fed somebody? Have you healed or accompanied someone in a difficult moment? If you are a father or a mother, we cannot imagine the millions of acts of kindness and generosity that you needed to do just for your children to be alive now. Forget about sending them to school. Forget about giving them vacations. Forget about giving them whatever you have given. Yes, my dear family, this is an act of justice. We are just flipping the coin of gratitude. It is the one that came from out there to here, and now, my dear family, and I want to give a warning. Our culture is so not ready for these practices that you might encounter resistance in your mind while writing this. But we are doing this as an act of justice. We will not publish this on Facebook or Instagram. This is just for you. And mind something very important. If this list that we are about to do falls in the hands of our egos, it will destroy it. It will putrefy it. It will poison it. So, yes, the list that we are about to do right now, if everybody is ready, we will make on the list, we'll put as a title. I know the mind and the body may have reactions. This is what we want to learn. And you will write in the title, the good that I have done in this life, just as an act of justice. Factual, the good that I have done in the past. But there is a little catch. Ding, 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 ding. You will put as a subtitle, in order to prevent that our egos putrefies this list, we'll put the words in bold, italic, underline, put whatever you need. Humility, honesty, perspective, and peace, just as it is there. And in the same way that you wrote all the kindness and generosity that somebody else did to you, you will just write the facts. I helped, ... Put your children, friends, anybody that you remember. I fed, I served, I healed, I taught. How many things have you taught to anybody? And if you're a teacher, forget it. Forget it. If you're a doctor or nurse or therapist, imagine the amount of humans, regardless of the gain of your work, have you helped. My dear family, please write as detailed as you can all your acts of kindness, generosity, and sheer humanity. Please. Keep watching the mind. This is important. We note and continue. I helped, I accompanied, I taught, I fed, I healed. Honestly and maturely, we just write the facts. I'm very happy to be your friend. Happy. Kind, generous, decent people. Very beautiful. Why would your name be in the list of your children, for example? Why would my name be there? Honestly, check the mind. Why would your name be in the list of your parents or your friends? Why would my name be there? How is your body and mind feeling? We just learned something's happening. Feels different, no, a little bit? We learn. As with the list of gratitude, more things will continue to pop up. So I recommend you to keep the pen, keep the paper, keep the list on your pocket, and later, maybe after we leave here, I remember this thing. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Please continue if you still have more things to write. Also, the lists are big. Let's start touching base. What happened now when we are looking at kindness, generosity, and goodness from this side? So what happened? Anybody who wishes to share? Was it the same? Is it different? What happened to the body and mind? Let's explore. And later we will see how we will use this valuable information. Anybody? Yes.
Whereas before, it would have been very difficult to acknowledge the good that I have done, this time it felt a little easier.
Yes, someone else who wishes to share? How was the process? Yes. You were startled?
I was startled
by the idea,
and I felt like crying for a minute.
You felt like some sensitivity arose in the mind.
Yeah.
And after writing things, how do you feel now? The startling, it faded or still there? How do you feel now?
Yeah, no, I feel good. I feel good.
Very good, very good. So something, the mind, you remember I said the warning, warning. Our culture never taught us. We heard, may your left hand don't know what your right hand gave or something like that, no? So we are taught, no, you shouldn't. But then the Buddha says, no, you need. And we will see why. Wait. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Who else? How was the experience? What happened? What caught your attention from remembering your kindness, your generosity? How does it feel to say, yes?
I'm surprised.
Yeah, here comes the mics. Yeah. You are surprised by?
Surprised.
Yes.
How powerful the experience is.
Why powerful? How could you define it or describe it?
First, I found it difficult to say I've helped people.
You found difficult to say I help people. Yes.
I found it difficult to say I've helped people.
But you have no. I saw you 2
Yeah.
days ago donating one electric generator to your mom.
Thank you.
Generator, etc. You brought chocolate to all of us. Yes.
I had forgotten that. When I started delving down, I mean, I financed my son-in-law's business with that low-interest loan. And yesterday he signed a $50 million contract for that business. So he's succeeded.
And now how are you feeling with the practice? How is the effect?
I feel shaken.
Shaken? In which way? I see that there is some emotion and we are here together. Yes.
A softening and easing, I felt a drive, a dryness in my life, and this feels moist.
If this is moisturized,
Yeah.
why? The question will come. Thank you. And you are welcome, and thank you very much for the confidence you have to all of us here as a family to open something in the heart. Yes, and the question will come. Why is it so difficult to recognize? I can recognize the facts of the kindness of others, but I am another one. I am the other of the others. So why I cannot look in here? Look, this is very good. Now it's off. How can I rejoice in the kindness if I am driving with the handbrake on and I'm accelerating, meditating, practicing Sila, accelerating? Why, Bante? Why this car is not moving? Oh man, you need to take out the handbrake. And then if we take the handbrake, very good. I'm very happy. Who else? I'm sure. Yes, the mind has something. Why? That will be very good to put on the table. Yes.
I thought it was easier to show gratitude for others, and in my case, I think that because I go through life kind of an autopilot, trying to get.
Yes.
Like I do these things, but it kind of feels transactional or I'm suspicious of myself. You know,
Yes.
I don't not kind to myself about this.
Yes,
So.
not kind to ourselves, suspicious, that means doubtful about ourselves. The thing is, yes, very good that this thing, at least with this, through this very simple exercise, because it's actually very simple, all those handbrakes are there, because as long as I feel doubtful about myself, how can I apply fully? So if doubt, which is one of the 5 hindrances, is present, how can if I don't feel worthy or something is happening, culturally, I don't think we have been trained to accept the fact that we can be kind. Hence, if we don't accept that we are kind now, towards the future, we even will be doubtful. So when are we going to purify and do something? So this is very good. Thank you for the openness. I know it's a little bit difficult, but let's explore a little bit more. Yes, yes.
Found that I'm capable and there's capacity and that I'm worthy. Even the fact that the mentioning of I am on someone else's list, and immediately a critical self was like, well, you're not worthy of that.
Yes.
But then in writing this list, it's like, but I am. And,
yes.
And I am capable, and I have been. And it's just, it was a good.
The proof is in front. So we say we took another handbrake. I'm not worthy of the gratitude of the others. That's why in English, when we say thank you, no, it's nothing, we say. And the gift of the one falls into the floor. They were coming with gratitude. No, it's nothing, not a problem. No, I'm not showing gratitude because it is a problem. Actually, I'm appreciating. I used to say in Espanol, we say, gracias, de nada. De nada means for nothing. No, you did something to me, actually. It's not nothing. So now I found a better way to say, when somebody comes and says thank you, I say, and it's hard at the beginning, it's a pleasure. Whenever I have the opportunity again, count with it, back again. It's a pleasure. I receive your generosity, your kindness, your gratitude. I take it and cherish it. So you say 3 words. Let's remember. You say worthy and capable. That is you're already showing towards the future. This recognition of the good we have done, we did it in the same way where you forced to do this kindness that you just wrote, where you forced. In the same way that we recognize the people who did it for us, were not forced. I am capable. Imagine the potential. Imagine the potential that we can have if we see all these things and project it towards the future, the good that collectively we will do. We are just taking down all the brakes. A few handbrakes are already being shown. Sorry, Bante, but here we go. Anyway, very good, I'm very happy. Very good. Sadhu, that deserves. Everybody together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Capable, worthy. I am worthy, I am capable. Not based on wishful thinking, oh, everything is good like this. No. Here is my facts. Here are the facts. I have proven to be generous. I have proven to be kind. And more to come, because we still have years ahead. And now the handbrake is down. Wait for it. Thank you, my sis. Thank you. Yes, please.
Actually, I had a question for you from what you just said, but I'll just add to the other thing that I was writing about 2 people in my life who I had a ton of love for. They're men in my family who were dying or are sick and stuff. And so it was like such a gift to just to relive those moments where we could just share like whatever I was doing, that because they couldn't do it or something to help. But it created this union of love. It was so amazing. And why did you say it was difficult to say it's a pleasure?
At the beginning for me, it was difficult because
why?
I was so used to say de nada, nothing. It was nothing. There are other phrases in English that also push the generosity, the gratitude of others away. So it was difficult at the beginning to say, it's a pleasure, because I was also feeling that I was involving or I was going to be expected. But all those, I have to say, at least in this mind, rubbishy thoughts went away. And now we can stand up and say, it's a pleasure, and if I have the opportunity, I will do it again. Imagine the certainty. If our children see us doing that, doing good, and receiving the kindness of the other person, what are children learning?
thought it was because of the word pleasure, because that does seem like it's a loaded word.
No, it was not pleasure. The Buddha actually described two kinds of pleasure, worldly pleasure and spiritual pleasure. This is on the side of the spiritual pleasure. After we did good, this is wholesome pleasure. Yeah, it's actually very pleasurable when we give something to someone and that person is happy because of our action. How do you feel? Oh, I made happy somebody. The happiness just because he's happy, I'm happy, you're happy, more happy. We go up, so wholesome happiness. No problem with wholesome pleasure, the Buddha said. Bante, do you agree, Bante?
Yes.
Sadhu, sadhu. Everybody agree? The whole Sangha agrees. Ladies and gentlemen, very good.
Ajahn Kovilo said trying to meditate next to Bante Rahula is like meditating next to an electric socket. And I didn't get much sleep last night, but this is great.
Inhale, exhale. Okay, somebody here. Yes, please.
I didn't think of individuals as much as I thought, but they went very quickly. What I made was a list of verbs. I helped, I fed, I accompanied, I learned, I listened, I watched, I considered, I gave, I called, I connected, I asked, I understood, I forgave, I praised, I appreciated.
That's a good
I healed, I brought, I wrote, I opened my heart, I learned, I apologized, I remembered, I did good in secret, I attended, I didn't judge, I rejoiced for them, I saw the good in them, I mentioned the good in them, I celebrated.
We breathe in and say a big sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I think, Mama, with all this, you just encompass what we are feeling, isn't it? Thank you so much. Just the verb, the action. Yes, one more people or two, because there are still better news. Two more people. Yeah, please. Better news. Are you ready for better news? Here we go. You will see. But buckle up. Yes.
So, the first thing I listed, because you had mentioned if you were a counselor, and I've been working in the mental health field for 27 years.
Yes.
And I thought about the role that this gratitude has in keeping me going.
Yes.
I had a student I helped a decade ago escape a abusive situation with her parents, came back this year to thank me and to ask if I could help her children. She's a parent now. She wants to help her children. She knew she could trust me because of what I had done. The interconnected nature of the things we do
yes.
that allows us to keep going. The importance of this that feeds our motivation when we're doing this very hard work. It just, I'm so grateful. I feel this the moisturizing.
Very good. Imagine the strength and the dignity, the feeling. This feeling we are having now is the feeling of dignity. I'm a decent human being. I don't kill, I don't steal, I don't cheat, I don't harm others, I don't intoxicate this mind with alcohol, drugs, or excessive usage of the phone. That's the new one, and it's for free, and we carry it in the pocket, and it's legal. The worst is that it is legal. Anyway, we stay there. I owe nothing to no one. Feel it in your body. We owe nothing to no one. If we don't harm, we owe nothing to no one. No one owes us nothing. Imagine the strength and power that will come. This is what is showing up. I am worthy, so I can face the things. If we are already, before starting the fight, we are already on the floor, doubting about ourselves, thinking that we are not worthy, don't even start the fight yet. Now we can stand, and we have the facts. Last, please. Yes. Here. Yes.
I was seeing the power of doubt in real time, doubting my capacity.
Yes.
I was surprised that the fact that I sat with multiple people who are homeless in a hospital in their last days of life, most of them did not have any family members, that volunteering job did not show up until number 20 on my list. You know, probably something in my heart, probably something that was the most important thing that I've done in this lifetime, that it didn't even come up, you know, until later. It was quite surprising.
Surprising, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Worthy to continue investigating what can be there. Thank you. And to finish up, one more here, yes. Yes, please. We pursue and continue pulling the string. It's already something interesting. Yes.
Well, at first, it was okay to recall in my mind, but not to write it down.
Yes.
Because the conditioning and, the word conceit.
Yes.
And then I was thinking of, well, but those are things that I learned.
Yes.
And then I started feeling negativity towards the past and those. And then it was just like catching that. And by doing this, may they be well, may they, just this, the power of right here, right now, has a backwards and a forwards opportunity. So I could start to list and just thank you.
Yeah, a pleasure. I would like to uncover one that is very common, especially for parents. And whenever I've done this exercise, I've done it in the past, and that's why seeing how much it helps and empower us, why I wanted to come here to family here to share it. I'm happy for what we are doing. There is one more that we need to uncover. Many parents says, of course, that's my responsibility. Isn't that my duty? Many people say it and immediately dismiss what you did for your kids. Well, I have to say something, safety belts. There are many people, many parents who don't. I have met two people in monastic life, two people that came on a one-on-one interview, and they reported that they were abandoned. They were left in the street. And I'm sorry for the thing, but just to put our mind into perspective, it is not true that it is the fact that every parent is a duty and they do. There are parents who abuse their own children. And I have seen also as a monastic, we have cases, unspeakable things that can be. So the fact that your mind naturally chose goodness, that is something also to consider. Yes, for our minds, fortunately, decent minds, the most normal thing is to do good, and that is to be celebrated. And the teacher said, not just now looking back towards the past, but the teacher said, you want to plant your kindness and wholesomeness well, be happy about your goodness before you do it. While you are doing it, you know you are planting good, and after you did, like this time is what we did, rejoice in it. So your mind and your potential and our worthiness and the perspective and the hope is forward. And then to wrap it up, many people will see, isn't this selfish or how you say, orgulloso? Proud or haughty to say that? And there is a formula that my teachers show, Sadhu Kamsachara in Myanmar. He said, you see, we will continue to do good without expecting anything in return. At the same time, we are not oblivious of how nature works. We will continue to do good without expecting nothing in return. At the same time, we know how nature works. And we know that whoever plants seeds of goodness receives the fruits of goodness. Karma is a fact. It's not something to be believed. Cause and effect in this universe, it's a fact. On that we rest. And if we are still need to make actions, may wholesome actions shine forth. Would that be another deal that we do? Deal? Bante, deal? Oh! My brother, I love you, my brother. Everybody, deal. Here we are, monastics together, full sangha. Deal. Forward, deal. Turn to the person to your side, deal. Turn to the person to the right, deal. Good. Yes. Now, do you want some good news? Now, what kind of yes is that? Do you want some good news? Yes. Okay, my dear family. How are we going to use this? Now we already settle things. By any chance, I tell you, it happens to me, by any chance, have you ever heard your mind criticizing you, blaming you or telling you that you are not enough, raise your hand if you have heard your own mind putting yourself down. You are not enough, you are not good enough, bad monk, bad monk, bad monk, bad monk, bad monk, bad monk. Anybody here? It's kind of unanimous. Well, my dear family, the next time, and I take the determination, the next time that I hear this inner bully, we carry a private bully inside. The next time I hear this inner bully telling me that I am not enough, that I am not kind, generous, we will just, please put the list on your phone, and then you will just bring the facts. And with all pleasure, we will tell to our inner bully, darling, you are wrong. How do you feel? How do you feel to put that into its place? I see you, and you are wrong. Here are the facts. Yes, I'm a work in progress. Much things to do, but I have been generous, kind, servicial, open. We breathe in, and we breathe out. We breathe in, and we breathe out. So now we have it. I was worried a little bit about time, but we did it. Now you have the three enemies: self-criticism, judgment, doubt, bullying, inner bullying, desire, pessimism, and negativity. With the information, the facts you have in front, we know how it is done. How do you feel? Do you feel your spine like zzz, like Yes, this is the worldly benefit. Would you like to know the existential benefit of this? Anybody? Are you up for it? It's the last thing and we will close. My dear family, one time, my Abhidhamma teacher, Sayadaw Kamsachara, told me and my ex-wife, we were taking the Abhidhamma class for 6 years with him. And one time he came and said, you know, the best thing we can do to accompany somebody that is dying, the best thing you can do for someone, a member of your family, it can be your father, your mother, your brother, your friend, the best thing you can do to accompany a dying person is to remind them the good they have done in their lives. Why? Because that will raise the frequency, the joy we are feeling now. That's why it's so important to be at peace with this process. The joy, the dignity, the strength, the uprightness that we feel from that goodness that we already performed, if we manage to remember a dying person and lift their frequency of mind, and if they happen to die at that moment, we just did the best favor, existential favor to that person. Why? Because nature doesn't jump. What ticket did you came out from the previous life? I tell you, where do you sit in the next life? You will not get, nature doesn't punish or reward. Tell me what you have. I tell you what conditions you are there. So if we die raising the frequency of the mind of that person, the best favor, it will reconnect. If that didn't finish, we'll reconnect higher. Sounds logical? It sounds good? We know how to do it? Yes. But then my teacher said, but in the case that you find yourself dying alone, it can happen. The best thing you can do to yourself is to remember the good you did in your life. Now here comes a story. As you know, I was a musician. So one time we were invited to a festival in mainland China. My ex-wife is from Macau, so I lived 20 years there. So we were invited to make a concert in mainland China. Next day, we had another concert in Macau. But you know, Macau and Hong Kong, they have very tough typhoons. They are really tough on that area. So when we board the plane, they say, you know, there is a typhoon is in the south of China, in Macau, and let's hope for the conditions are a little bit tough, but we will try to go, etc., etc. We ride on the plane, boom. So then as we were arriving to Macau, the plane is starting to come, and then it starts doing ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And then, yes, please put your safety belt, and ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And everybody, and we start looking, we were on top of the clouds, and we just see the lightning coming down like this, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. See, we started going, okay. And then suddenly the plane just do the woof. You know those ones that do like, that you feel the stomach here on the in the throat, and then you come like this, and in the back of us, there were a group of teenagers that says, ooh, like this, and we are like, ooh, the first one, boom, like this, and I'm like, ta 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 ta, moving to one side to the other. Then I turned to the side, we were close to the window. Believe me, I don't know what, I was thinking, what kind of alloy is that metal? Because it was really flapping. I said, that thing is, the wing was really moving like this. It is very flexible. So I was moving, what thing is that? So went ta 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 ta, moving to the other side. And then one more time, before we started already to see the lights of Macau, Hong Kong area, Guangzhou area. So when it started coming down, and again the plane does another woof. That time, there was no whoo. It was so big, the thing, that everybody was quiet. And here comes the worst part. One little girl in front starts to cry. A lady on the side starts to pray. You know, in Macau, also Catholics, he starts praying. And then another one, a lady starts crying on the other side. That moment, there were no more oohs, no nothing. We were just there. And at that time, it was moving so bad, the plane, to one side to the other, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, and boom, and up. And we can see already the buildings. So the common thing, the most natural thing was I turned towards my ex-wife. We hold hands, and without saying anything, it was like, this is it, man. Later, this is it. Then I turned to the front, and I thought, this is it. This is it. What did my teacher say to do before dying? Because he already gave the instruction. And then what to do like this? I turn to the front, we are holding hands, and then this man says, what did I did? What did I did? I don't know. So we're coming like this as we are thinking like that. Then it's coming down. The pilot understands that it is not possible to land. Whoosh, everybody like this too. And then the plane like this. You know, the plane doesn't do this immediately. Start doing like this. Start going on to him. We can see already the casinos and everything like this. He decided not possible, pulls back, and we start coming up and 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 up, and suddenly silence. Literally, the full moon and the stars shining. That day, I learned two things. First, I was not ready to die. So now you see where this list was born. This list that you have in front of you, born that night. I said, my teacher gave me instructions. Remember, very wisely. Please tell me like very, very, as wise as you put. You please give me the advice. Remember the good you have done in your life. Yes.
Remember the good you've done in your life, Bante.
Sadhu. That the instruction was beautiful and done, but here, no work was done. We could have died, and I would have died. Imagine in what mental state. What did I did? Down like this. Second thing that I learned and has accompanied since then was that even when we feel the worst of the storms in our lives, under the darkest moments in our life, my dear family, please remember, above the clouds, the sun or the moon is still shining. Period. So now you have it in front of you. Now what we will do, if it comes, and I assure you it will, hopefully we are accompanied by some wise person who can help us to remember. But in the case that we are about to die and we are alone, my dear family, in all seriousness, after all that, this list that you have in front of you is gold. That will determine where we reconnect existentially. So the invitation will be, please, at your own time and rhythm, recognize all the handbrakes that are there to recognize our dignity, take them out, make peace with this information, feel it well, and from time to time, revisit it. You might not have, I don't think I will have the paper before then. Where's the paper? Like this. So we need to have it in the mind. What good did I did? We bring the frequency of our mind, and hopefully, if we didn't finish in this life, may the reconnection come. And we continue practicing in the next life. As my teacher said, if we don't finish in this life, he told us, me and my ex-wife, I will search for you. I will find you. And if I see you sitting beside the road, I will stretch the hand, lift you up, and we continue walking. That is the offering that we as monastic do. We are family, and we continue walking. That is why I feel now relief that we have this information. It is all yours. Congratulations. And I want to do something before we start closing up the session. In the name of all the people that now is on this list, all the people who you wrote, the people that you fed, the people that you helped, the people that you taught, the people who you cleaned, in the name of all of them, and as monastics, because we have been already beneficiary of your kindness, please receive with the heart our respect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yata vriha pura paripurenti sagarang evameva hitolinang petanang upakapati ichitang patitang tunghang kipameva samichatu sape purentu sankapa chando pannaraso yata manijotiraso yata. May all by the power of all your kindness, your generosity, may all the members of your family, may all the blessings come to be, especially for the family members who have passed away. May our highest aspirations soon be fulfilled. Together, Bhantes, Aya, Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanu bhavena sada soti bhavantu tem. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanu bhavena sada soti bhavantu tem. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanu bhavena sada soti bhavantu te. May all the blessings come to be for you and all your family. May the devas, and the noble ones always protect you. By the power of all the Buddhas, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, may you always be at ease, free from physical and mental suffering, and totally free. In the name of all the people that you have helped in your life, thank you very much. How is everybody? Look around the faces of all of us, the body posture. How has it shifted since we arrived? Very happy. The way we are walking, the thing that is felt inside, available. What do you think, Bante?
Yes. Honestly, I was, these last few days I've been so tired from all the stuff we've been doing, and yet I have to admit, if anyone could have gotten me through a day long, it was Bante. So I'm very grateful, and the sense of dignity and brightness, that's something we need so desperately. And my reflection after today was I didn't realize it, but almost everything I do in my life I can frame as a gift to another. And I think actually most people I know, I think it could be exactly the same. And that was quite a gift, Bante.
So we will take this time to touch base among ourselves, to wrap it up together. So what do you bring home? That's simple. And in the case there is a question in between, like something, how to apply. A few things to put in the mind and they will sink, and the comments will naturally arise. How could we apply this back home? Because now is the next step. As it was mentioned at the beginning, this is only a training camp. We learned how to do, and now we will need to apply in your home. How can we sew and knit this in our living room, in our bedroom, using the spaces that we normally go as a reminder to come back? How are we going to do? So that, and what are you bringing home? We'll be using the microphone, so now is for you. And we rejoice, and you will see how rich it is. Some things touch this mind, heart, the other one touch there, and we will use it to celebrate and give it a good close. Yes, so please, welcome. Yes. And I have this one close here. Yes.
This is really kind of scary. Okay. What comes for me is that I often feel that the goodness comes from the pause, like the slowing down and patience. And then it's there, but it's in the rush that it gets lost. So we can phrase it as, being careful outside, not to get dragged by the rush, by the rhythm of outside, and just come back to this stability, remember. And what ideas do you get? How could you do it out there? By pausing. How are you planning to do now? For example, when would you think you will remember? Let's plant the seed. Boom. In interaction.
Yes.
In interactions
with other people. Before having a conversation.
In the middle of interaction.
Yes. In the middle of interaction, have a moment. Keep a percentage of the attention in the body and the other percentage of attention for the person. That will be enough. 50-50. Plenty to understand and to be present with the other person. Yes, very good. Yes.
I wanted to say Lynn modeled that while we were getting things together. I was thinking,
yeah.
She was calmly putting the chairs out.
Sadhu, it's already working. Good. Yes, thank you. Sadhu, sadhu. Yes.
Thank you so much. That was really powerful. My question, and it will be a little bit of a concern. I connected to the painful parts in me when doing the gratitude list. And on the second part, I was able to provide. I realized that I am a really good listener. And sometimes it's a blessing and a curse because people will come and I don't want to use the expression dump their traumas, but I'm really good at listening. But what I have seen with my experience and in my recovery is that I can share. I don't provide advice, I just share my experiences. So it's how I connected like my painful moments, my traumas, and how I can share kind of wisdom or experience. My question will be like, is it bad to focus on those painful, unwholesome experiences?
If the mind is stable, no problem. We just need to know when, first stabilize the mind. If the mind is agitated and go to a neighborhood that is agitated, it will just get more agitation. So we come back, we calm, we meditate, we walk, whatever we know how to do it, and then we tackle for a little while. Like a training, you give a little round, going like this, and if we feel that the mind, and that's very important to know ourselves, if we feel that the mind is getting hooked, enough. Tomorrow we take another round, and then we slowly start going. Like practicing yoga, we stretch, and if the teacher says no, go down, we won't return to the class. So just a little bit more. Okay, finish for today. Then tomorrow a little bit more, and suddenly we are touching the floor. In the same way we can tackle, no problem. And remembering that it's not what happened, is the record of the attitude we have towards what happened. Because I'm sure that whatever happened in our lives was just natural. It's just normal. Based on causes and conditions, I'm not saying that everything is good, but it is natural. Based on the conditions that were present at that moment, it happened. The first thing that we can do is accept nature, and immediately already the recovery is happening. And letting go. If it hurts, why to visit? It's like having a hurt and still poking. Just leave it, and naturally the mind and wisdom will take care of all those things. What do you think, Bante? And Aya also, and Bante also. Something to add?
Well, sorry. My dad had a dream. Every now and again he has these deep ones. And in this one there was a bunch of people in an audience, and they were all looking at these stages. And on each stage there was someone with something horribly wrong with them, maybe missing a leg or having some deformity. And everyone in the audience was so fixated on the people on stage, trying to make them full, trying to make them complete, that they missed that God was walking through their midst. And God was saying to each person, the person on stage is just fine as they are. And one thing I think that can happen is we don't realize that often the crucible of the Four Noble Truths allows us to metabolize our deepest wounds into our greatest strengths. And it sounds cliche, but often if some echo of trauma or past wound is coming through us, it's because, and I know this is the case with you, Sari, is say being taken advantage of or being pulled from, that if we hold it with right view turns into the ability, I know at least you've spoken about when you're able to set boundaries, when you're able to hold structure. This is the most profound gift, and there's a resonance and a strength that I see you step into in those moments. And so just knowing that, yes, if there is that echo of a past wound, really using the Dharma to understand it, and that hidden in that is often the gift that we're supposed to give to the world by the Dhamma, and trying to find your way to that too, and stepping into your strength. And I think the Dharma doesn't mislead us with that, but there's usually something hiding there.
And just to make an echo, the importance that Bante mentioned, to set up limits. If some people is coming and we can offer, but we can also let the people know how much we can. Yeah, it is enough at the moment, or I'm sorry, right now, could we do it at another moment? This is what I can offer. So we don't just like this. And if a person is taking advantage or going a bit further, we can say, isn't it right to say how much we will willingly and with good attitude do it? Because if we are already on the loss carrying like this, I don't know how much we can help the other person if we are just tolerating. So we can say clearly. So we can say, yes, this is what I can offer. I have such and such minutes. This is the way. And then, no problem. We can set it up. And I think with mindfulness, which we are, and the wisdom that we are cultivating, definitely the mind will be able to set up limits elegantly to let the others, So we can trust. Continue to practice. Thank you. Yes, what are we bringing home? What taught you, or what do you think, how we are going to do to apply this there? Yes.
Of humanity going way before that. Big Bang, previous Big Bangs, and so there's this unbelievable vastness of that aspect of us, and then
Yeah, the value, even this vast world with so many lifetimes and so many realms, the preciousness of a single moment of kindness, what it does. One thing that I like to remind to myself, to know that this field in which we are living, this field of existence is very sensitive, for good or for bad. And sometimes mind the example, but I love to do that. When somebody serves a coffee, and then you're about to put the milk, I like to focus, when I throw the little milk on the coffee, you can see that first it goes down, and then it returns and starts making twirling, just like a galaxy, something like that. Just a simple movement that you make on the cup, you immediately see that eventually it has an effect. So for me, it's a reminder, especially for unwholesome actions, how sensitive this field is. We take for granted because, of course, it's just me doing it because of our the possession that we have taken over our actions, words, thoughts, emotions. Everything is I, me, mine. We can't take for granted. But this field is very sensitive, actually. We have felt it. The vibration we offer to the others is felt. Animals know them. Even animals feel it. So, yes, as you said, that single moment, and it goes in both directions. That way it's like, oh, also gets a little bit, also for unwholesome and wholesome, we shall never underestimate the power. And we willingly, and with clarity now are about to do, get ready for what's coming for all of us. And I'm very glad we are trying our best. Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much, Bante. I think a very wonderful day. I think every of us is thinking the same as I do. One thing that I feel is the thread running through the teaching today, even though it's not explicit, is how interrelated we are all together, and how we are both giving and receiving at the same time. And so may we be giving and receiving goodness to everyone around us. So that is my reflection, and I have a request. I think people in the audience they may want to have this request as well. If I or we have not reached Nibbana within this lifetime, and if you also have not reached within this lifetime, and if we meet in the next lifetime, would you help take us on the way, please?
Are you up for it, Bante? Yeah, up, Bante? Okay. 1, 2, 3, the whole Sangha. Boof.
Sadhu.
Definitely, we continue. We are family. We are on the same. Forward until the end. Until the end. Just keep swimming, like Dory says. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Nandamala Vivansa, the boat. Oh, Bante. This is very, very dear to the heart, and I will show you now one image. My preceptor, Bante Sayadaw Nandamala Vivansa, I will show you now where is he. Okay. So one time in the room, we were many monks, nuns, and lay practitioners. And then he was giving an Abhidhamma course. And then at some point he stopped, and then he said, and you, what do you want to be? You want to be a bodhisattva? To devote your life for the well-being and liberation of others? Or do you want to become an arahant, to purify your mind so you are free? Anyway, he asked all of us, and we replied as well as we could. Here is my preceptor. So here he is. This is in Myanmar. He's like our spiritual father. And then he said, so what do you want to be? We said, some said arahant, some said bodhisattva. But then inside, you know, I have the nature of, this mind has the nature of being very inquisitive. I was burning inside. And Sayadaw, what does he think? So I made myself as small as I could, not out of fear, but out of respect, because he's one of the most respected teachers in all Myanmar. And then I say, Bante, and you? And he was taken aback a little bit there. because he was maybe not expecting that the question will come back. And then he really thought, he stayed back, and then he said, I've thought about it many times, but I am not sure if I can pluck an eye to increase the faith of someone else. If you may know, in the Jataka tales, it is believed that the Buddha, to bring faith to a person, he actually took one eye out. So that's what he said. But then he said something, and it's one of the most precious things, and I understand why Bante likes it, and it's a pleasure to say it today for us. Teacher said, Sayadaw said, you know, I want to cross the sea of suffering, but my boat is big. Whoever wishes to cross and jump aboard, we cross together, he said. That day, the discussion, inner discussion, arahantship, bodhisattva, was fixed. There is a middle way. And he said, I am trying to cross the sea of suffering, but my boat is big. Whoever wishes, you can jump aboard and we cross together. That day I knew the vision for this life. So our boat may, I'm sure, it may not be as our teacher, but there is still space. So let's go together, shoulder to shoulder. You don't carry us, we don't carry you. Shoulder to shoulder, we walk until the end. Sounds like a deal? Double. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I've noticed that a lot of retreats, well, actually pretty much every retreat and event that I've ever been to, at the end, almost everybody is emotional with gratitude. And I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but I figure if I feel this, then certainly some other people also feel this. But I have never experienced that emotionality to my gratitude. I do feel grateful, but I'm wondering, sometimes I even feel put off by it. Like I don't want to feel that way. It feels like it should be so intense. And I'm wondering about your thoughts on that. Yeah, just that.
Since he's directing, then we go with Bante. So you have something to say? Please. You know, equanimity also exists. And the word, the etymology of the word is actually very beautiful. It says what it is immediately. Equa comes from equals. Animity in Spanish is closer, it comes from Latin. Animity, animo, from emotion. So that means that the mind experiences something in a balanced way. It doesn't mean that it jumps to this side. So if you are sure that the gratitude is present, as you said, and totally you can see, I feel gratitude. The only thing is I'm not being emotional. Well, there are so many styles in all of us. What is important is that we acknowledge the good that others have done to us. The word in Pali used for gratitude is katanyu. And kata means from doing, from having done, from an action. And new comes from the same panya, from notion, from knowledge, is to acknowledge the good, in this case, the good actions of somebody else. So we can do it in a stable manner. We don't need to feel in that way. Sometimes, for example, I have been in that situation when somebody died in my family. I was not crying because I was thinking, this is natural in the mind, and people approached and said, even trying, don't you love him? Don't you love her? Yeah, I love her a lot, but this is what is happening is natural, and you might feel even socially awkward because I'm not feeling the emotion. But that's a matter of everybody's process and how do they feel, what relation we have with emotions. And as I was saying, equanimity is a very powerful, the stability that it comes, we can see clearly without any shakiness, because emotions, I don't know if everybody agrees, sometimes when the emotion is present, the mind becomes a little bit shaky. It's a little bit shaky. Once, if we are crying or something, there is the thing that the mind can feel like chom 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 chom, like a little bit. How you say that? Chom 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 chom. How you say chom 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 chom? It starts getting into it, and then later on, from happiness, it starts getting, and then suddenly sadness, and then from sadness is, and it becomes like this. So not all the time, also, the emotion can be, personally, I am a little bit, and I based Bante, isn't it, in the scriptures, the Buddha said that the happiness that arises from equanimity, it will be more steady. We are not condemning emotions. It is okay when they arise. Our job is to recognize them and be free with it. There are many styles, and if we are feeling the gratitude, it is there. I would say. What do you think, Bante? Yeah, Bante.
We do. I think we do. And we would be passing much more to our venerables, but they're somewhat junior, and Venerable Ayananda Bodhi has, when new monastics are just coming up, often they'll be a bit shyer and restrained in this way. So just so people know they have much wisdom to share, but this is, anyways. So one thing to mention is there's a few hidden images that run underneath the suttas, because some of the language and ways people navigate the world aren't universal. Emotionality, to some extent, some of us have a lot of it, some of us not much. The word boredom can be a genuine sign of problematic practice, or it can be a doorway to calm and peace. But some of the language that does run through the suttas as really reliable metrics are light and darkness, a sense of lightening of life, of someone's perception of the world, a sense of dryness versus nourishment and drinking in. That's all through the suttas. And then the third, and I think this is a hidden one that's so profound, is the Buddha says, when one recollects the Tathagata, the Buddha, one's mind is not overcome with hatred, greed, or delusion. One's mind heads straight based on that recollection. And one's mind heads straight, one gains a sense of the Dhamma, joy connected to the Dhamma. Of such a one, it is said, among those who dwell with hands closed, they dwell with hands open and giving. Among those who dwell out of tune, they dwell in tune. And the sense of tuning yourself, that's reliable. I find that's just across the board, I think, is a sense of like this note that I sense that has guided me, is that still there? And trusting that, I think some tribes call it a tapping in the chest. And so for me, I also don't have the strong emotionality that kind of just washes me away or really comes out, but I do have a sense of like, I'm in tune, I'm out of tune, I'm doing my duty to the Dhamma, and there's a song hidden in that analogy that we can follow through our lives. That's reliable and trustworthy, and the emotion will come. There's flourishes there, but you don't have to rely on it either.
There is one last fact that we can check now as I was listening to Bante. In pursuing the jhanas, the 4 jhanas, you remember we have thinking in the first 2, and then it subsides, and then it only stays joy and happiness. And the teacher said that joy is still, the mind is kind of, you can see it sometimes, especially when I was telling the story of the plane. So when joy arises, the mind and the body becomes agitated. Then if we want our mind to become more still, we let go of joy and we only keep happiness. Only happiness. Joy is a little bit more shaky than happiness. Then we let go of joy, and then the mind is happy, but it's still a little bit shaky. But if we want our mind to go further and more concentrated, more pure and more powerful, we let go of happiness. And we go to unification of mind, equanimity, one-pointedness and equanimity. And the Buddha himself said that happiness is way higher than the one that joy or emotionality, we can say, or shakiness of the mind provides. So no problem, forward. Yes, equanimity is good, and we can be definitely feeling, definitely knowing, but the mind is not shaken by it. The mind or the body is not shaken. I honestly, personally, I think, Bante, I think we will agree, we are somehow, if we are practicing this, we aspire to that stability where we can hold the other one warmly, lovingly, but steadily. Because if one is crying and I also cry with their pain, now we need a third one to come. And if the third one also starts crying, and then sometimes we find, especially in Latin cultures, everybody's crying. Someone needs to stand up and say, come on, we can deal with this thing. It's natural. Let's cheer up. Yes. Somebody else, what do you bring home? What are you bringing home? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, would you like to stand up? Would you feel comfortable? Yeah. Yes.
So on my gratitude list earlier, I wrote meditation and a quiet mind.
Meditation and a quiet mind. Huh?
I think we live in such a fast-paced society, and we're always.
Sorry, we didn't hear that part because of the mic and the plane. Would you feel comfortable? Yeah, thank you. So you said the last part, yes. Can you repeat the last part? Yeah. Okay. So you were saying? Yes.
Oh, so on my gratitude list earlier,
yes,
I had written
meditation
and a quiet mind.
And quiet mind.
But we live in a very fast-paced, go society.
Yes.
And sometimes I have a hard time not feeling guilty for tapping into that and resting.
Yes.
And I'm curious if you have any advice for being more mindful.
Yeah, being more mindful. Yes, in the midst of the rush of the world, no, there is one saying of the teacher of many of our teachers, from Venerable Ajahn Chah. So it's just coming from him. He said, "If you have time to breathe, you have time to meditate. Period." So as long as we can breathe, we just need to remember and hack our mind in any way. For example, in the phone, one thing that I do, I was speaking about the galaxy. As a reminder, this is what I carry on the phone. So every time that you open the phone, you can make your phone your Kalyanamita. Instead of, I one time had a very serious conversation with the phone. Okay, listen. If we anyway are going to be having a close relation from now on until I don't know how long, if you are going to continue distracting me, at least distract me with wisdom. So we can hack our minds, putting alarms or whichever way to come back, and we can meditate. As long as we have a body, we already saw we have the objects. As long as we have a breath, we can use it. And if the world is going fast, it is our choice. How do you say when you receive me in the airport? Very beautiful. Can you remember that one? That I say, oh, it came very rush, and something you say very nice?
We are active but not busy.
He said, I told him, because I knew he had all the celebration and everything, oh, Bante, you might be very busy. And he very elegantly turned and says, we are active, but not busy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So there is another fact. We might say that the world is going very quick, but then one time my teacher, Sayadaw Tejaniya, broke that idea. He said, have you seen the Olympics one time in your life? And I said, yes, but I have seen the Olympics. Do you know these ones that get the big stick and they are trying to jump over the thing? How you call it? Pole vault. So look, the pole vault athlete is holding the long stick. Around him or her or there are people running, screaming, pressing the gun, and another one is running, celebrating and thing. And the athlete is totally concentrated on the place where it is necessary to stick the pole and then jump through it. And then once he or she is ready, starts running at full speed full speed as fast as that human being can run with the stick. Ta, 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 ta. And you know, this is very beautiful. You know, this movement they do like this, very elegant when they do. This one, no? And then suddenly, this determination in the man. They start running, noise around, They know exactly where they know when to throw the thing. They put down the thing goes up, jump, release the thing, jump, run, and then fall. Gold medal. My teacher said, is it possible to keep mental stability and concentration even in the midst of noise and the chaos of the world? Yes or not? The point is made. So if we choose, it depends. It depends where we stabilize our mind. It is possible in the midst of chaos, if we decide, if jumping and rushing with the most strength that we can, be very focused. That I know will require training. That, we know it will require practice, but it is a fact. Human beings can be stable-minded and concentrated in the middle of chaos. What are we going to do? We have everything that is necessary to meditate, a body and a mind. That's it. That's all what we need. And the willingness. That is maybe the one that is a little bit, you know, like the way, a little bit, we need to put some oil, so you start bombing like this. Remembrance, volition, and intention. I will not be carried away by the hustle and bustle of the world. Plenty there is. My contribution to my family will be stability. What I need to do, I will find a way. And we are together and trying this. So, what do you think about it? Possible? Possible, definitely. Courtesy of Sayadaw Tejaniya. I'm just repeating things now, all these things, I just repeat that from the teachers. Yes, so someone else who would like to share something? Yes, please. I pass you this mic.
Oh, right here? Who? Oh, yeah, you got it.
Thank you. One of the things that I'm hoping to take away is that I feel like I have a complex relationship with my 18-year-old son, who's 18. He's acting like an 18-year-old teenager, very, just graduated. Yeah, there's lots of stories. And I heard you say it's tough for young people, so that gives me a little more goodness towards him. And also the appreciation, like so many years where I'm super grateful for him. He's such a fun-loving, always looking for adventure, always like just very innocently like, look at life, how good life is. The same attitude that everybody, would feel, that buoyancy of let's go, okay. So it gave me some wholesome remembrance of that's who he is, and some empathy for young people who did grow up with phones and comparisons, and I think it is a little bit of a rocky existence. So thank you for the positivity there.
Hopefully we can at some way do this exercise with young people. Sometimes when I've tried, because they're little experience in life, they have not much, but the goodness is there. And to help them by mirroring ourselves or exemplifying the confidence. Your value is not the likes or what people say about you. Your value depends on what you do and what you say and what you think. So giving them, they are having, I sometimes consider a harder life than the one we had. Now they are facing more challenges, so hopefully we can support them in this wholesome way. They are tools, and together we go, we need to, hopefully we can inspire them, possible.
I think we do have to begin wrapping up, but I want to make sure we keep time. Are you sure, George? Yeah. It's up to... We got one more. Bante, let's do it. But if people need to leave, you can. We won't judge you. George.
So, Bhante, you were asked a question the other night on the Zoom channel about how you could possibly give up music, and that troubled... Mary, your answer troubled me. I identify with the question, but it led me to this poem, What a Monk Means to Me. And this is only the second page. The first page is, I'm leaving it out. This is just what a monk does show. wherever they walk, wherever they go. By living without all the things that I love, they teach me the lesson as if from above. It turns out I don't have to give up a thing. I just need to know this one simple thing. I really need nothing, and then I won't cling. Now, when I feel the pain of my greed, my mind joins the monks to dismiss all such need.
Oh, sadhu, sadhu. As you can see, music is not totally relinquished yet. There are some ways. Thank you so much. Would you feel comfortable of sharing the whole point? Thank you so much. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Would you be comfortable sharing it to us? Typing. Yes, yes, please.
I'm not sure you'll like it. Okay, the meaning of a monk.
What was it?
I'm not sure you'll like it.
The monks, it seems. Oh, wait a minute. This might not be the first version. I want the print. The one I printed. I hand printed it, and it's in this notebook. I did bring a notebook. My wife reminded me. Okay. So what monks mean to me? This is just the setup. The monks, it does seem, go to such an extreme. I mean, no sex, no music. That was the question. No music. No money, no house, no spouse, not even a job. Did not the Buddha come here to say that, in fact, there really is a clean middle way? What is with all this deprivation? How does it help my own liberation? But Buddha also said, the key is my clinging. If we don't chase a need, by that we are freed. And that's what the monks do.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I will add something to that. I used to think that becoming a monk was only a loss. And I feel a responsibility now as a monk to make sure I remind or make evident to new monks coming. It seems that it is a loss, but very rarely the teachers speak about the gains that one gets when we let go of something. It's not a loss, it's a reallocation of energy. It was used sometimes for things that are constantly changing, and like castles in the sand, you need to be rebuilding them, and rebuilding them. But there is another way that says, why don't you let go of the rebuilding of the sand and you start working something that will go with you? The sand will stay. Everything is borrowed. The car is borrowed, the house is borrowed, even our family is borrowed. Even this body is borrowed. When we die, this body will stay. So the question is, will you dedicate energy for the thing that stays or for the thing that you will bring after death? Would you do your investment short term, which is quick but little, or long term, which is you will need more patience, a little bit more of effort, but it will be greater? So now having a hindsight, or what we say? In hindsight, I can see that in the years ordained, I thought at the beginning everything was a loss, but actually, in all honesty, it was a wonderful exchange. What could there be for in my case, a Latin person who loves sensuality, music, had opportunity to be with a partner, etc., etc.? What can there be in silence that can fulfill all those needs? And I have to say, just in sheer honesty, the happiness that is experienced now with less, because there is less to care, less to worry about, by no comparison. The degree of happiness now with less and in silence, what to do is a fact. It can be compared. So what can there be? A mystery. So welcome everybody. Yes, we are here. Happiness is a fact, and we need to be wrapping up, Bante. Is it time?
In just a second.
In just a second. Okay, here we go.
Before Bante goes, I wanted to make 5 minutes for people just to say what he's meant to them, because it's rare we have such a delightful and precious brother come and visit us. So just for another 2 or 3 minutes, if people just want to kind of say any impression that they're left with, so we can embarrass. I don't know if you can embarrass Bante, Rahula. We're gonna do so. We're gonna at least. Let's take a second though, and just just any words people would like to say to Bante.
Just a breath of fresh air. Thank you so much, Bante. Wonderful teachings.
Rejoin.
Thanks for your cheerfulness.
Zeal for the reconnecting with the old friend.
Grounding strength.
Physicality. Gratitude.
Faith.
Silananda? Agadama.
Can I say something of gratitude?
It's okay. Yeah, I'm just very grateful to join today, the retreat, and to sit here with Bante, Ajahn, and Aya, the Sangha, and the lay supporters just feels like a huge privilege. And to hear Bante's teachings Wednesday or Thursday, and then again today, I just feel the gratitude welling up, especially coming out, looking at the lake after that last session and seeing Bante walking around, was feeling like, wow, I'm so lucky to be near to you again, even if maybe just for a short while, see you in different places. And I remember writing down at the retreat, I think 2 years ago, I was grateful for my 8 precepts, and then today I was writing grateful for my 227. And you played no small part in that, so and same with Ajahn Isipo. So sadhu, 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 sukhi hotu, nibbana pachi hotu to both of you.
Let's give 3 sadhus for Agadama and his holy life. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I'm very thankful that there's such a joyful Theravada teacher in the world. I think by far you're the most animated and creative and expressive and metta-filled, compassion-filled teacher I've seen, just expressed. I'm sure the other ones, but the expression part is really unique, and it reminds me of some of the other teachers I've had in the past that I love dearly. And I just want to thank you for reminding me of the qualities that I treasure so much on this path. So it's been a real honor to be here and to meet you, and I hope we support each other along the path till we get there.
Next visit, Bante, we will get you 3 bells, but that's your limit. Okay, 1 or 2 more. No, 3. In the back, Glenn.
Bante and Bante and all of you, actually, just you embody truly the heavenly messenger in all beautiful aspects of that teaching. And I had 2 of them living in my basement. And the vision of you just walking along the lake, it was just, that's the teaching and the reminder. So thank you.
1 or 2 more.
Thank you for saying you trust us. It's true, honestly, yeah.
1 more from Jeanette.
New ways to see old things better.
So just to say, pass back to Bante in a second, but this is, in the mix of the world, you can lose sight of what it means to have come into a community like this and to actually be part of something where we get to have such amazing people visit us and to see the brightness that hides kind of right below that center. And just Bante, thank you so much for being our brother. And please come back, visit soon. And just good luck with Panya Bhumi. We hope to visit you as well.
Thank you, everybody. It's a pleasure, really, to be together. Mama?
Okay. Do it. I'll say it now. Do you want to support my...
Oh, actually, let's wait for the mic so the Zoom people can hear.
Okay. It's not your fault. Hello. Okay. One thing is that this time of year, you can hear Bhante's teaching in Spanish, but we hold a Google Translate in front of your computer. No, it's not. So why is this better?
It's okay. Okay, never mind.
Kurt. Oh. If I okay. Oh. Anywho, this time of year, it's at 6 a.m. and Jeanette can send you the link.
Welcome.
After the fall, it's at 5 a.m. That's a little hard. It's in Spanish, but you can hold up your Google Translate next to your computer. And I want to thank Jeanette for being the one to catch all the people who registered, and we had a great time putting this together. Any support you'd like to give to bringing Bhante back and a venue until we get a monastery? There's something over there for that. And Venmo or cash, but I don't really want to give it down. But there's also a QR code for supporting Panya Bhumi consistently. And he's told me that it's not in Latin America. People think that, like, you know how the Pope provides things for the Catholics. They think there's a Buddhist Pope. Supporting Bhante. There's not. We're it. And I know that support would be wonderful. So, and so thank you so much for coming. We were looking for it all year. Yeah. And thank you, Jeanette, especially. Jeanette.
So let's close, and I have a little surprise over here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. May our mother and our father benefit from our sincerity, from the joy we develop together today as Dhamma family. May the seeds of wisdom coming from all of our teachers, many of them coming directly from the Buddha himself, for all the community that has taken care of it, of that teaching for many generations and generations, our respect, our appreciation and gratitude. Mama, Papa, may you be well, healthy, and at peace with life. May you have the tools of wisdom. I offer the fruits of my sincere practice to our children, grandchildren, our friends, family, and all beings, especially those who suffer more than us. Unfortunately, there are many. May all the beings who are alone, may all the beings who are angry, lustful, agitated, sad, fearful, anxious, come to recognize that real strength comes from within. I am very satisfied for being here, cultivating each other, inspiring as a family, and continuing to walk forward. Shall we do the last one? Sabbitiyo bhivajantu, sabbarogo vinasatu, mate bhavadvantarayo sukhi dikayuko bhavang, abhivardhanasi lisani chang buddhapachayino, chattaro dhamma vadhanti, ayuvanno sukhang balang. May all the blessings come to be, and the devas always protect us. For those who honor the noble ones and practice the noble, 4 things increase: long life, happiness, good complexion, and strength. Bhavatu sabba mangalang, rakhantu sabba devata, sabba buddhanu bhavena sada soti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang, rakhantu sabba devata, sabba dhammanu bhavena sada soti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba Sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanu bhavena sada soti bhavantu te. Together everybody, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all of us be well. Until next time, we continue walking. Thank you very much. Gracias.